And we are in business. Are we live? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. What we doing today? Today discussion, today matters on hand. Yeah, we discussing pro football. Football and nothing else but football. That's all we here to talk about today. Yeah. And by the way, I've already had a couple videos out. All right. So you guys can go in and check that out if you want, right? Do do a brother a favor, right? After the live. You can go out there and then check. So let's do it. Appreciate you for the like. Appreciate you for the like. Maybe later. No worries. No worries. Um. Yep. But I was talking. If you're on TikTok, I'm talking on YouTube, right? So you can go check me out on Famous Football 21 on YouTube. You can check me out on there. Pass. Pass. It's been a while. It's been a while, bro. How you been? How you been? How have you been, bro? How you been doing? He laugh. So don't forget to go out there on YouTube, Famous Football 21. Famous Football 21. You can check me out there. Shah. Shah, how you been, bro? Listen, I was asking you, right? If because I saw the SK Gohan, I was trying to make sure if it was actually you. I commented and I asked if this is you, but I subscribed though. I did subscribe, so you let me know, right? So you let me know if it was the right if it was the right thing that I subscribed to. Yeah. So you see Wolf. So I don't know if you can go through your subscription list. Other people, you know me? No, I don't know you. I don't know. I don't know. That's in. I don't know. I don't know who's there on TikTok. I really don't know who's that. Who that is. But appreciate you for the like. But I'm going to do a video on 14 August. P- oh, Premier League prediction. Okay. Okay. Boss. Boss, how have you been? I haven't heard from you, bro. I know I haven't been doing live myself in like for a little bit now. So what's going on? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? What you been doing? What you been doing, Boss? Listen, let me know your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. We're discussing the discourse today. We're talking football. Yeah. And when I come out here, we talk football. That's what we talk about. We talk football. We talk football. That's what we talk about when I get out here. So there's a couple things on the menu today. Yeah, on the footballing menu, we got what's his name, Vini Jr. We Bruno Guimarães, Vini Jr., Rodri to Madrid. Who else? Barcola to Liverpool, and then we also have Diomande to Madrid as well. Jonathan, but you see, you changed your name. I don't know what you have over there, bro. I cannot read that. That's like I don't know, Japanese mixed with I don't know what you have, bro. How am I supposed to remember that? Jonathan, thank you, bro. Thank you for the like, brother. Appreciate you, though. Vinny, I'm telling you. Listen, I honestly want him to stay as well. I really do want him to stay. I really do want him to stay at Madrid because I don't want him going to Arsenal. Yeah, if he can go to, I feel like if he goes to City, I can deal with it. If he end up at City, Man City, I can deal with it. But if he end up at Arsenal, I can't. If he end up even at Liverpool, I actually can deal with it. But at Arsenal, I can't. I can't. I can't. You know, it's like it's not the case that he's going right. It's where he might go to. That's my problem. Yeah, but honestly, I genuinely think he will end up staying at Madrid. I don't see any reason why he should leave Madrid. And the fact that he's in preseason right now, right? He's staying. He's staying. He's staying for sure. He's staying. It's just gonna be a matter of time. Yes, I am streaming on YouTube too. Jonathan. That's why I say you can check me out there. Famous Football 21. So FAMOUSFOOTBALL 21. You can check me out there. But yeah, I did. I think I did. I think I did subscribe to you, but I subscribed with my what's it called with my other channel called uh, it's like that one I usually watch YouTube on a lot. If I go on YouTube to watch YouTube, anything to go on and then watch, that's where I usually go. So that's the one I subscribe to you. Like this one, I don't really quite watch a lot. I just post my video and do all of that stuff, but I don't really quite watch a lot of YouTube on this one. But the one that I did subscribe to you on, I watch a lot of YouTube on there. So I think if I'm not mistaken, a friend of yours posted a video or the link up with you saying that you just started a channel and stuff like that. If that's the channel, then let me know, please, because I subscribe to that one. But it was your editor. I didn't know that. You see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But let's see. Let me know what you thinking. What you thinking? Jonathan. There we go. You see? Now you here. Now you here. Now you on. Now you here. Welcome to the YouTube family. Yeah. Welcome to the YouTube family, big man. How have you been? Well, yeah. It's like you never left. But you see, what's his name? I'd rather him stay. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather him stay at Madrid than him going to any other club for that matter. And I don't think he would enjoy it. Like he would enjoy proper football if he leave Madrid to go to any other club, right? Now we're supposed to be talking about Bruno right now, but we're skipping Bruno and then talking about Vini, and then we'll get back to him. No worries, no worries, Shah. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Take it easy, man. All right. Be safe out there. But we were talking about what's it called? We're supposed to be talking about Bruno, but then you know what? Let's talk about Bruno, and then we will and then we'll move to what's his name? Vini. But for Bruno, right? It's been okay, that right there is your channel name. And by the way, okay, your channel name is well. Oh, that was the person that I did subscribe to was his editor. Okay, now I need your channel name. Then I know what I'm doing. But as I was saying, let's talk about Bruno, right? And then we'll talk about other people. So for what's being reported about Bruno, right? There was a bid put in for Bruno that got rejected. And I feel like this particular what's it called discussion for Bruno might be taking the longest, and it's Arsenal's fault because Arsenal know what the people want for Bruno. All you need to do is pay the money and then call it a day, right? Pay the money and then call it a day. All the men want is, you know, the people want is 80 million for Bruno. So pay the 80 million and call it a day. Ali Mohammed, hello. How you doing, Mohammed? How are you doing? How are you doing, my good friend? Ali Mohammed. I like the name Ali. You know, Ali. I like the name Ali. Ali Bumbaye. Let's not talk about that. Why am I even doing? We're supposed to be talking about football. Let's talk about football, right? So a bid was submitted for Bruno Guimarães that got rejected. That got rejected. So now they're looking at other things right now, right? Now they're looking at other things. They have to go back, recuperate, and come back with another bid. But my problem here is this: you know how much the people want for the player. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. You know how much the people want for the player. Why are the delay tactics? Yeah, that's what I don't get. If you know the people actually do want certain amount of money for the player, right? And they are not budging, they say this is either this or this. So then why the delay tactics? That's what I don't get. If you can just give them their money, give them the 18 million and call it a day, because you will be okay, they will be okay, everybody will be happy when you give them that actual 18 million that the people are requesting. But from it's like since when? Is it May? not May, but like during the World Cup, right? We started hearing rumors about him, Bruno Guimarães, and Arsenal. So we keep hearing and hearing and hearing and hearing, right? It haven't really gone anywhere. You know how much the people want, just pay the money. But now you keep coming up with short money here and there. And I think because of the whole Vini Jr. thing, like I said, we're gonna come to in a little bit. So because of that, they're trying to penny pinch on everybody, right? And they need to stop that. Just pay, because Chelsea is waiting. If this thing doesn't go through, Chelsea is waiting and they're willing to pay the money, right? Whatever it is they're asking, right? Which is the 80 million or 90 million, Chelsea is willing to pay it and probably give what's their name? Newcastle players on top of that, right? Not necessarily free, but many Newcastle can come into what's it called? Our shopping market and probably shop from there as well, because we have a lot of people available. Jackson is available. What's his name? Delap is available. We have Bade the She, Disasi, right? Even Modric right now is also available. So they can come in there and then also shop as well. But none of that's going to happen. Why? Because the player won Arsenal, and Arsenal is taking forever to get this thing done. And I think if it wasn't Bruno Guimarães that's saying he wants Arsenal, but now he probably is but now he will probably be at another club. Chelsea, somebody else would have come in for him. Now I know for a fact Chelsea want him, but I know by now somebody else will have come in for him. So let's see. Let's see what happened with that, right? Hopefully Arsenal can get this done. Now, according to what's being reported by all of the big outlets out there, right? Fabrizio Romano, Ben Jacob, David Olstein, Florian Pettenberg, every single one of them, they report in the exact same thing. That a new deal, right? And I mean, our advanced deal will be put on the table for Newcastle, and it might be done, right? I'm all over the place today, but Newcastle will get this done, or there's a possibility they will get it done, and a new deal will be on the table very, very, very soon. So let's see. Arsenal, I mean, we'll get it done. Jesus Christ, I'm all over the place here. Scotty! Who is Scotty? If the person laughing like that, maybe I know them. If they're laughing like that, maybe I know them. But I'm all over the place today. Arsenal will get this Bruno Guimarães deal done, but it's taking forever, and because of that, I am not really quite happy with it. So, we'll see. We will see. Serb, send a rose. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for the rose, Serb. Appreciate you. Yeah. Much appreciate it. Now, who else? Time to talk about Vini. Yeah. Vini Jr. Arsenal. We stay with Arsenal, by the way. All of the Arsenal outlets are coming up with news that we don't even know existed about this guy. Yeah. Because 1 minute they're saying, what's his name? It's done, right? It's done. He's gonna be an Arsenal player. Vini is coming. He's not gonna agree a deal with Madrid. Blah 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 blah. Right? But then from the Madrid end, what being reported is also what's it called? Contrary to what we're hearing from the Arsenal end. Right? The Arsenal end reporting thing basically that kind of seems good for Arsenal. Here Madrid is at the start, which is actually true, right? But then they're saying personal term is being agreed. Personal term is not an issue, right? And then you have the agents coming out going, it's like, hey, listen, people, you all need to slow down, right? All of these things being reported out there, it's not true. Now, what we know that is actually true about the whole Vini situation is this. He and Real Madrid is at a stall in terms of valuation or in terms of renewing his contract. They are at a stall, right? So that one is true across the board. We know that. It's true across the board, and we know that one, right? But what the holder or what people been saying, especially the Arsenal law, that isn't true. That for now, no personal term. Now, Arsenal has the money maybe, and they're willing to offer him the money probably, right? But there's no personal term, no discussion, nothing like that have happened. Now, we also know if he and Madrid does not renew their contract, Madrid is willing to ask Arsenal for 150 million for Vini, right? So they will pay 150 million for Vini if they can renew their contract. Yeah. And Arsenal is also willing to give him 400 and something K a week, right? I know Saka is one of the few highest paid player in that team right now, right? And he's on like 300 plus K or 300 exact a week, right? So Vini coming in, giving him the 400 to 500, right? It's Vini. He probably deserve it. So now I think he and Madrid is at a store, but then the Madrid people also reporting that he and Madrid, there's going to be a conversation about his contract, right? And for now, they say the conversation is moving more towards the place where they start discussing like his image, right? Because according to what I just read earlier, Mbappe have 100% of his image right? Vini wants the exact same thing. He would take whatever Madrid is giving him right now if Madrid gave him the same money. Now, I already did a video about that, right? I'll post that later, right? You can go and then check that out. And what I said in that video, I'm also tell you, but now I go into depth about it. What I said in that video is the fact that Vini, what I think Vini problem is this: he wants to be valued, or he wants to be seen in the same light as Mbappe at Madrid, right? Like the way Madrid value Mbappe, he wants them to value him like that. So I don't think the money Madrid offer him is a problem. Now for him, the money is like, are you willing to put me on the same amount of money that you have Mbappe on right now, right? So if they are willing to give Vini that exact same money, that is like for him, that would be an indication that we see you in similar fashion or in similar light as Mbappe, right? And I think that's what he's looking for right now. It's not so much about the money. Like, it's how well Madrid value him. Is Madrid willing to give him the money that he think he need or he think he deserve? Because arguably, everybody can say Vini deserve that money. He do, right? And Madrid can also say, we made you, right? Great. I feel like both parties have a point here. Both parties can make a pretty good argument in terms of why they're offering one another, why they're demanding the things that they're demanding, right? When Madrid said they want to give him so money, maybe Madrid have a reason as to why. And I can, what's his name? Vini also demanding the money that he's demanding. He also has his own reason as to why he's demanding the money that he is demanding, and rightfully so, right? Because I think the brother do deserve the money. Let's be honest here. I do think the brother do deserve the money. But here's the thing, though, right? And I think Madrid and Vini, they are both in good position here in terms of this whole negotiation, because Madrid right now has Diomande, right? Diomande that we're going to talk about, right? If you look at the topic, his name is on there, right, on the screen. We're going to talk about Diomande. Madrid already have Diomande that they have, way secure. Now, there are complications with his deal that we're going to talk about when we get to Diomande. So Madrid already have it, and when Madrid bring it in, they're probably going to be paying half the money that Vinícius Júnior is demanding right now. And he's young. There's still room for improvement. There's, his ceiling is still high, and all of that good stuff. So you have that in Madrid, thinking, we cannot give Vinícius Júnior the money that we can give him because we already have Diomande coming in, and he can probably do, similar to what Vinícius Júnior, is doing. But what Madrid will be missing here is this: the experience that Vinícius Júnior had. Vinícius Júnior had played at the highest level for multiple years right now, right? Came second in the Ballon d'Or ranking at some point, right? And not just that, he's used to the crowd, he's used to the Bernabeu, he's used to that level of energy, he's used to that level of excitement, every little thing that comes with being a superstar. He's already used to it right now, right? So you have that, the experience is there. But bringing in Diomande, you have a young kid right now that has to get used to that level. So that's pretty much what Madrid is missing. And on Vini end, right? Also, he have Arsenal in the corner going, we will give you the money that you need. We will make you the center of our project. We will make everything about you, which is pretty much what he's looking for as well, right? They will make everything about him, and that's what Vini is looking for. So he have a reason not to accept Madrid proposal, and Madrid also have a reason not to increase their proposal, right? So they are out of stock, but both parties want to stay. Right? Madrid wants him to stay. He also wants to stay, but he also, demanding certain things. That's why I come to the conclusion that it's not about the money so much, right? It's about the meaning behind why he's demanding the things that he's demanding. If Madrid can actually figure that out and then tell him, hey, listen, we actually do value you, right? and make him feel that like that. That's what I mentioned in. You know, you can go check the video. Like it's it. I can't really remember everything that I said in there. Somebody said, "How you feel about Dio, and you think he is a Madrid legend and has surpassed Vini's legacy?" Dio, Dio, who's Dio? Are you talking about Diomande? He haven't even gone there yet. So he can't even, or will he ever surpass Vini legacy? Is that the question? Probably. I don't know. Like what Vini is doing right now, he have a long way to go. If that's the question, Diomande has a long way to go. He's only played one good season. He's had one good season. 2 seasons ago, he was playing for like a championship team, right? So and now this one season he came out good. So he actually need to show level. He need to show class. To if you say he's gonna be what's it called, Vini level and all of that good stuff, he actually need to show top form that he deserves to be there. So let's see how that one plays out. But I don't really think he's, like, I think Madrid need to keep Vini for at least like 2 years. Let Diomande know what he's getting to. Let him learn, right? Which is this exact same thing I was saying for what's his name? What's the guy name? Mustatuano. That Madrid needs to bring in a proper left winger that Mustatuano can learn from, right? So, that just to answer your question, by the way. But with Vini, right? Like I said, he have Arsenal in his corner, and Arsenal willing to offer him what he's offering. But if Madrid can figure out, right, the fact that what he's looking for right now is just to be seen in the exact same light as Mbappe, to be valued as Mbappe, because we saw a lot of that, especially when Xabi Alonso was there. Xabi Alonso didn't quite see him in similar light as Mbappe, and that wasn't just with him or Xabi Alonso. It was the entire Madrid. I don't think they see him in the same light as Mbappe. Right? And that's how Vini wants to be seen. So if Madrid can figure out a way to make sure that, they treat Vini as though like he's equal with Mbappe, he must stay. He will stay. He will stay. That's all he's looking for. That's all he wants. I think that's all he wants. That's why you see what I read when I mentioned earlier, like Mbappe has 100% of his image, right? He also wants the exact same thing. He will take whatever Madrid is giving to him, but he just wants 100% of his image, right? Can Madrid actually do that, right? Let's see. Because I think it's good, like, I would really have him stay. I would really have him stay at Madrid. Like, stay at Madrid. Going to Arsenal, it's not going to be the same. They're going to try to make it the center of their project. It's like, you can come to Arsenal right now. If you win the Champions League, you actually turn into a proper legend for Arsenal. If he comes to Arsenal and then win the Champions League, he turns into a proper legend at Arsenal. Like a legend. He turns into a legend for Arsenal, right? But at Madrid, we know Madrid definitely going for the Champions League this coming season. Yeah, their goal is to go for the Champions League because they don't want PSG doing the three-peat, right? They don't want that. They want to interrupt that. So all of the signing Madrid is making is geared towards them winning that Champions League. I think Jose Mourinho was asked, and he said he wants the Champions League. They don't want them doing the three-peat. They don't want, what's their name, PSG doing the three-peat. So Madrid actually wants to go in for the Champions League. And with the squad that they have, and with the depth that they're showing to have, right, something good could happen. Something good could happen. But let's see how that one. Let's see how all of that turns out. But Vini to Madrid, who knows? It could happen, right? It could for sure not to Madrid, but to Arsenal, jeez, right? It could happen. Who knows? But do I want to see it happen? No. As a Chelsea fan, I don't want to see that happen, Like, I wouldn't want to see that one happen at all. But let's see how things turns out for them. And, yeah. Now, we move. Rodri to Madrid. Now, I also did a video about this one, right? Right? In the video that I talked about Vini and all of that stuff, Bruno Guimarães, right? Basically, everything that's on this list is also in that video. So you can go actually watch that video and then see my thought process about it, right? Rodri to Madrid. Now, there's a chance this could happen. And it could happen because Messi is already in the market looking for a replacement because they know Rodri could be leaving. Now, where the problem comes in is valuation, right? Madrid valued the player around 60 million. Before they even put their first bid out, right? There was rumor. Listen, I want Vini to stay as well, right? Daniel, I want Vini to stay. I don't want him going to Madrid, not Madrid, but Arsenal, right? I really don't want him going to Arsenal. And I don't think Arsenal has what it takes for him. I don't think Arsenal is an environment suitable for him, right? For the player that Vini is and the way he plays and the way, the antics that comes with Vini, right? I don't think Arsenal is the place that is suitable for him at all. No, 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 no. I really don't think that. So I think him going to Arsenal would be a mistake. Would actually be a mistake. I don't even think him going to PSG would be good. Him going to Arsenal might be a mistake. Now, it could work, it may not work. But from what it seems right now, all I want to see, right, is him staying at Madrid. Madrid found a solution to this problem, right? And that's it. He's the missing piece to Arsenal? Nah. I know Arsenal fan moving us. They will say all of that, right? He's the missing piece. He's the dad. He's the he's what we need right now. Listen, if he goes to Arsenal, let's be honest, right? He up the level, right? You have him. He will be an upgrade to whoever they have there. Far upgrade to the Trossard. Who was the other person on that side? He will be an upgrade to anyone that is on that side. He will be an upgrade to them, right? But let's see. Will he actually go there? That's the question. Because if he go there, you have Saka on one hand, you have Vini on the other hand. Listen, that up the level immediately, right? And they also link with Bruno Guimarães. Arsenal midfield definitely do up a level, right? That their goalkeeper, their defense is solid, and then their midfield is solid. You add Vini to that team, it makes them favorite for the Premier League, for the Champions League, all of that. Like they turn into favorite. The attack will be world class. Yep. With him, it's not world class currently. Really? You think if Vini, it would be world class with him? It's not world class. It's not world class currently. That you right? Because they need somebody proper to come. And my own opinion, I think on what's it called, Nico Williams would be a proper fit for Arsenal than Vini would be. That's just me. That you can tell me, you can let me know about that. Nico Williams would be a proper fit for Arsenal than Vini would be. Right? I genuinely think that. I don't think Arsenal would be the right environment for him. Yes. Yep. I've just feel like Nico has the personality that Arsenal is looking for. Like the personality that Arsenal is looking for. And I think he will be probably coachable, right? As compared to Vini. Because you look at all of the Arsenal players, I was thinking about this, they almost every one of them have the same kind of like personality and things, like the humble, the this, not necessarily humble, no, not like that, but just like, look at what's his name, Odegaard. Look at what's his name, Eze, Declan Rice, right? Almost the same personality, the entire background. Now, I'm not saying they're not aggressive group of people, right? But it's like, look at the way Vinícius Júnior play, right? When the brothers play, how he actually play, right? When he score goal, he's very much, he provoke people, he gets people angry. All of the little things, he does all of that. I don't think if he goes to Arsenal, right, he will be able to do all of that, right? Exactly. Thank you, Danny. They are the opposite. I'm calling you Daniel, right? He is the opposite. You're right. The opposite to what Vini is. It's like Vini needs somewhere that he can, that kind of match that ego, that way of playing, like the way listen. Well, even when he celebrates, he pisses people off. You don't see that at Arsenal. You don't. And I also think that's the exact same reason the lack of PSG will not go next to him, right? They won't go next to Vini. None of that. Listen, Vini is a great player. If I could take Vini at Chelsea, I would, as a player, I want him. But as like everything else that comes with him, and I think that's where people kind of run away. Maybe they do. Maybe Arsenal actually do need that, right? Maybe they actually do need a player like that, right? If you're on YouTube, I'm actually talking to somebody on TikTok. That's what. But maybe they need somebody like that. I feel like Like even Mikel Arteta will change. Because if you bring him in and you actually going to revolve your project around him, right? There are a lot of things that will have to change. There are a lot of things that will have to change. But then my problem is like, can they actually cope with his ego? Can they actually cope with his ego? Because maybe that way we'll actually know. Yep, it is a big if. Because once he goes to Madrid, once he goes to Arsenal, I feel like that way we'll actually know if Mikel Arteta is a good manager. I love to think he is a good manager. Maybe not necessarily the best coach, but he's probably a good manager. Because it seems that all of his players love him. Right? Like all of his players love him. Now, but I don't know. I don't really think Arsenal would be the best environment for Vini though. Like I genuinely don't think that. I don't think it would be the best environment for Vini. Nico Williams would be better, like you and myself saying, right? Nico Williams would be better. But then the Bruno Guimarães deal never seems to be done. It's been ages. Ages. Like, you know what the people want? Like I said earlier, go pay the money and call it a day. Go and pay the money and then call it a day. But listen, we were talking about Rodri, right? I don't think the Prem will be good to Vini. Right now, the Prem, listen, if he's going to leave Madrid, the Premier League and Saudi is probably his only two destinations. Serie A cannot afford him. All of the clubs in Serie A are broke. Beyond broke. They are broke. They don't really spend money like that. No. Like they will be penny pinching, right? On, I don't know, on deals that shouldn't even be penny pinching, right? So either Saudi or the Premier is his best bet, and I don't think he's gonna go to Saudi. He probably won't take the or he could go to PSG, but I don't think PSG is interested in him as well. PSG is interested in Diomande. I don't think PSG will want to spend that much money on him as well. Now, if he's going on a free contract, I don't know if the lack of PSG will come in, right? So we'll see. But how would mind? Listen, he coming to the league would definitely be good for the league, right? But I don't think. I think if he have gone to somewhere like Man City when Pep was there, I think it would have been good. Pep will be able to do. Pep will be able to deal with him. But I don't. Him. Like the guy wants to be valued. Vini wants to be valued. That's all he wants. And I think Arsenal might offer him that. That's what Arsenal seems appealing to him right now. But Rodri to Madrid, that will happen. It's just a matter of valuation. Madrid value him around what? 60 million. And before they even put in their first bid, like I was saying earlier, right? They value him around 60 million. Now, but I also knew that Man City was trying to milk as much as possible from him to be able to get for him to be able to get a little bit more from Madrid. So they value him around 75 million. Now, that's huge. That's actually huge. Now, will Madrid actually meet the valuation? That's another question, and we'll see what actually do happen with that. But the fact that Madrid is already Man City is already in the market looking for a replacement, right? In Boadi, the Moroccan international. Now, if you watch the World Cup or pay attention to the World Cup, you know who Boadi is, right? Number 6, cool number 6, right? What's it called? Holding mid, brilliant, and I love him, and I love him as a player, right? Man City is interested in him. According to people, personal term is not really a problem. Now, the deal yet it has not yet been done. So I think Man City is going to try to get as much as possible from this guy for Rodri, so they can be able to go in for Boadi. So if they pay 90 million, because they will probably be paying close to 100 million for Boadi. So now if they can get most of that money from the Rodri deal, which I think that's what they're trying to do, then it'll just be a matter of little bit penny on top of it, and then for what's his name, for Boadi. But yeah, for that, that's about it. That's about it, right? And then Bacola, and what's his name? And Liverpool is another one too that we are looking at, right? Barcola wants Liverpool. Liverpool wants Barcola, but PSG valuation of Barcola is around 170 million, right? That's how much they value him, right? 170 million, and they're basing their evaluation based off of Morgan Rogers deal to Chelsea and then Anderson deal also to Man City, right? And they think Barcola is worth more than that. Now, I don't think Liverpool is going to pay 170 million for Barcola. If Vinícius Júnior can be going for 150 million, I don't think Barcola is going to be going for 150 million. So now maybe they might get a deal around 125, 117, 118, 130 million, maybe around there. Because right now, you can actually blame a player, right, for the price tag that is being slapped on them, right? And it's like nowadays there isn't much of a negotiation going on. Like if we tell you we want 130 million for this guy, it's either you pay or you get out, right? One of those things. You pay or you get out. There isn't room for negotiation. Pay the money or pack your baggage, leave the premises, yeah, be out of here. I think Liverpool's going to end up paying around like 130 million. Now I don't even see them paying around 150 million. I don't see that. I don't see that happening, right? But we also know Spurs are in talk to get what's his name, Cody Gakpo, which is good. But Liverpool will not let Gakpo go until they know they have secured Barcola. They won't let him go until they know they have secured Barcola. So the Barcola talk is still going on. Anything can happen. But until they know they have secured Barcola, they are not going anywhere. Or Gakpo is not going anywhere. Spurs actually do want him. And the team that Spurs is building this season, right, is one to reckon with, right? Because they're talking to Osimhen and all of those people. If they actually manage to get Osimhen done, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be really, really good for Spurs. It's going to be really, really, really good for Spurs, right? If they can manage to get Osimhen done, right? That would be good news for them. But, and they're also looking at Bako. They're also looking at Savinho, right? That's Spurs now. So, we'll see how that turns out for them. Now, Diomande. To Madrid. It's at a store, right? Fabrizio Romano is adamant that this deal is done. And according to multiple reports, it seems that it might be actually done. Now, the hold on here it has nothing to do with the club, right? The hold on here has something to do with, what's it called? Some kind of agency dispute or agency confusion. Because Real Madrid did the talk with Rock Nation, which is, I think, his new agency, and then his old agency or his old agent came out of the blue and filing some complaint to FIFA and that until FIFA can resolve it, right? That deal is not going. It's not done yet. So FIFA can either deny the deal, cancel the deal from happening, or allow it to go through, right? Because a discussion has been had and all of that cool stuff. But for now, FIFA have not actually made their final decision on that yet. So FIFA holds everything in their hand. But in terms of discussion, it might be done, right? And I say might be. That is not to say Fabrizio Romano was wrong or all of the people that said it was done are actually wrong. Because now, even though the manager and agency are coming out to talk about people reporting false information. Now, I don't think it's actually false information, right? I just think, like it's been reported, like there's a conflict, thing or some agency dispute going on and all of that needs to be resolved. And once it's resolved, it's done and everything is okay, because that's it. Because personal term is done with Diomande, club to club negotiation is also done, right? Just like a matter of what happened with those agencies and what FIFA decide. That's it, right? And I think I heard between 115 to 120 million if you will agree. So let's see what happened with that. But now, in terms of Chelsea, right? I'm a Chelsea fan. I have to talk about Chelsea. Now, I'm just seeing Genesis Antwi has completed a season-long move to League side Strasbourg. Okay, he's off to Strasbourg, so that's good. He's going to Strasbourg. Now, we also know, what's his name, Modric, right? That just came out of a 2 years ban, came back to football, he also might be going to Strasbourg. Now, the problem here is this. Eunice pointed this out. Eunice Talk Football, right? He pointed this out, and he said, we really don't know what to do with Madrid right now, or what we get with Madrid. The brother been out for 2 years. We don't know if he's better than that, or we don't know if he's worse than that, or nothing like that. So we have to keep all of those options on the table, right? To sell, to loan him, and to also keep him in the squad. But now for him to actually stay in the squad, it's going to be a really, really long one, right? And I think Chelsea will probably have to loan him, regardless of what happened. And I genuinely believe that, regardless of what happened, if it turns out to be like super good, super great, Chelsea at the end of it all, we have to loan him. And the reason being is this. He's just coming back. Like, he needs regular football time to actually get back to that level. So even if he has impressed enough, right, he needs regular football time. And at least maybe once he gets that regular football time, Chelsea can kind of get, if they decide to sell him, they can get a little bit of money out of him. Because right now, he's not going to get that starting spot. It's not like he and Jimmy Gittins is competing. Right now, it's he and Morgan Rogers that is competing. Morgan Rogers being valued at around 170 million. He's walking straight into that starting lineup, right? So it's not a competition, because Chelsea will not splash that more money on him and then put him on the bench. He's walking straight into that starting lineup. So the competition is between he and Gittins. And right now, Gittins is ahead of me, or ahead of it, in my opinion. Because Gittins been playing regular football, and not necessarily regular day in, day out, right? But he's been playing for quite a bit, right? The 2 years when he was out, Gittins was playing. And there's about to be Gittins' second season at Chelsea. Plus, Xabi Alonso is actually looking to turn Gittins into something. And we're seeing his preseason form, right? Now, it's preseason. It doesn't really, you don't really read much into it until the season is a start. And now, once this form is transfer over, then we get to see. So, Xabi Alonso is trying to access him, but Chelsea is preferring that this guy, what's his name? Mikhailo Modric, goes on loan. Now, they are preferring that he goes on loan to Strasbourg. Now, it's probably because of something. They're not willing to go and then spend money on people. So if they have the option to just kind of send people over there, they're doing it. I think that's the thing. But I would rather prefer him go on a loan to a Premier League club. Now, Coventry, Frank Lampard Coventry, right? Newly promoted team. Looks like they might be interested in him, right? They're showing interest. And according to people, 2 or 3 other European clubs are also showing interest. Plus 2 other Premier League club also showing interest in Madrid, right? So let's see what exactly happened with that. I will advise Chelsea, right, to send him on loan. Once he go on loan, things happen, and then we come, and then we'll see what exactly, goes on with that, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happened with Madrid, and hopefully it turns out to be good. So, Antri is off on a season-long loan to Strasbourg, right? Congratulations to the big man, and let's see how things turns out for him. So, happy. And I think he needs it, right? Go there, grow, become a proper player. So, become a proper player. Let's see. So let's see. Bernardo Silva is at Madrid now. Like, he's currently in Madrid. So that's good news for the brother, and good news for all Madrid fans out there. So well done. Ferran Torres, right? He must stay. Osimhen is another one to watch. He could be leaving now. We hear Barcelona is in the mix. Other people are also in the mix, right? Barcelona is in the mix. Other people are also in the mix. So let's see what happened now. We heard about Chelsea and all these little people here and there. So now Delap and what's his name? Delap and Delap and Jackson. Yeah, they will be off. They will be off. They will be off somewhere else. They will be off. So Paris Saint-Germain are increasingly optimistic about signing Ferran Torres from Barcelona. The French champion believe a deal can be completed quickly as they prepare to intensify talks. Barcelona insist Ferran is not for sale and still want to renew his contract. The only reason Ferran is not for sale is because they don't have a replacement. If Julian Alvarez comes in right now, he's for sale. Or they bring in a striker right now, he's for sale. Man City won, what's his name? Pedro Neto. So let's see again. Another one for us to keep an eye on and see how it turns out. But yeah, AC Milan is also keeping an eye. And we get Chelsea get to play AC Milan very soon. I think probably this week. But we play Juve first, and after Juve, AC Milan. Everton were keen last summer. I think they must retain their interest in Liam Delap. There could be a bit of a battle for his signature, but I do expect him to go between now and the end of the window. He might end up going. Listen, Delap has to go. He has to go somewhere. He has to go somewhere. He has to go somewhere, but we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much about it in terms of football news and all of the good stuff that is happening out there, right? Disasi is off. Disasi could be off. Let's say like that. Quenda, Disasi could be off depending on what Newcastle decide to do. So, not Newcastle, but Crystal Palace, they're trying to bid for him. So, depending on what they decide to do, he could be off. Quenda just drawn. He's with the people. He's with the lads. He's with the people. And let's see. Newcastle are considering a move for Manchester City for Omar Mamouche. That could be a good move. Galatasaray has standing firm as Premier League clubs set their resolve for Osimhen. Arsenal offer Victor Osimhen. Victor Gyökeres for 30 million. Rejected outright in Istanbul. Tottenham bid 55 million. Ooh. Well, let's see how that one turns out. Now, as I read, like I said before, I've done a video about it. That what's the name I'm interested. But we will see. Chelsea are interested, right? They're looking, they're considering, they're thinking about it. So let's see how that turns out. But well, Enzo Fernandez living the life, and hopefully we'll get to see that better next year. And I said next year, next week. Hopefully we'll get to see him next week. All right. Hopefully we'll get to see Enzo Fernandez next week. But yep. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here, for the support, for the like, and everything you guys have been doing. Much appreciated, right? We didn't get a lot of people turn out today, but it's all right. We will be back maybe another day, another time. So keep your eye peeled for that. Much appreciated, and I see you lot in the next video. Don't forget to go ahead and check out my channel on YouTube if you're on TikTok, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and do